Guys, here to read chapter 3. Chapter 3 is called Miss Child is Weird, so I'm sure you will all get a kick out of this chapter. Hopefully they're talking about a different Miss Child. I opened my math book to page 23. Alexia skateboarded over to the desk next to me and sat down. Then she leaned over so that her long blonde hair was touching my desk. "Yo, dude," she whispered in my ear, "you want a piece of gum?" "We're not allowed to chew gum in school," I whispered back. "Yeah, so?" Alexia said. She popped a piece of gum into her mouth. Mr. Granite clapped his hands together. Clap, 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 clap. "Okay," he said. "Maybe now we can finally get to our math lesson." I glanced sideways and saw that Alexia was writing something on a little scrap of paper. She folded it up and tossed it on my desk. I opened up the note. It said, "I hate math." I turned the paper over and wrote on the other side, "Me too." Then I passed the paper back to Alexia. "Mr. Granite," said Andrea, "the two AJs are passing notes back and forth." "Don't be a tattletale, Andrea," said Mr. Granite. "Oh, snap," said Ryan. I was going to say something mean to her, but you'll never believe who poked their head into the door at that very moment. No one. Why would anybody poke their head into a door? That would hurt. But you'll never believe who poked their head into the doorway. It was a lady. She had something around her neck, and it wasn't a necklace. It was a snake. "Ah!" screamed the girls. "A snake!" They were all freaking out. "I'm scared," said Emily, who was scared of everything. "Hello," the lady said. "I'm Miss Child, and I work at the zoo." We're in the middle of our math lesson right now," said Mr. Granite. "To what do we owe the pleasure of your company, Miss Child?" "Mr. Klutz said I could stop in and show the kids our newest friend at the zoo," said Miss Child. "We named him Pumpkin. Isn't he adorable?" "No," said all the girls. I had to admit that Pumpkin was pretty adorable, but I wasn't about to say so because I never say anything is adorable. "Do you want to touch Pumpkin?" asked Miss Child. "No," shouted all the girls. "Yes," shouted all the boys, plus Alexia. We lined up to touch Pumpkin. "Snakes are cool," said Alexia. "I saw snakes back home in Puerto Rico all the time. I thought Pumpkin was going to be all slimy and disgusting, but he wasn't. He didn't bite me or anything." Miss Know-It-All Andrea must have been jealous that Alexia liked snakes because she started telling everybody all about them. "Did you know that snakes are deaf?" said Andrea. "They pick up vibrations through their jawbones, and they smell with their tongues." What a brown-noser. "That's true, Andrea," said Miss Child. "Hey, do you kids want to see something really cool?" She reached into her pocket and pulled out a big, hairy spider. "Ew!" "This is my friend Melvin," said Miss Child. "He's a tarantula." "You keep a tarantula in your pocket?" I asked. That was weird. "Spiders are gross," said Neil. "I don't feel that way," Miss Child said. "At the zoo, we appreciate all living creatures, large and small, land creatures and sea creatures, meat eaters and plant eaters, creatures that fly or swim or crawl on their bellies, and blah, 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 blah." And it literally says that many blahs. She went on and on talking about how great animals are and all that Lion King circle of life stuff. I thought I was going to fall asleep. But then Miss Child said something that got my attention. "I have big news," she said. "Miss Child has a big nose," Alexia whispered in my ear. "The real reason why I came here is because you have the cleanest class in the whole school," she said. "So your class has been chosen to go on a field trip to the zoo." "Yay!" everybody shouted. And that's the end of the chapter. So chapter 4 tomorrow is called My Zoo Buddy. So we'll read that tomorrow. Have a good day.